So on our last video, we talked about search and we talked about the idea of searching for different things on the internet and the concept of how search works. So once you understand the concept of searching, so, I could search for something and find it and then go directly to that information or article or video or whatever you look for. The question now is, well, what can I do on the internet, or what can I find on the internet, or what can I search on the internet? Those are all different things that you might have as a question. And so I just created a quick list of a very, very small list of some of the things that you would do in the physical world that you could also do on the internet. So as an example, you might have to go to the bank and change a check. HEQUE, or for the American, CHECK, right? CHECK, right? And you could go to the mall and shop at a mall, or you could visit the post office and send a package off or receive a package or a mail. You could pay your phone bill at a local, phone shop, or you could go to school or things. These are all real world stuff that you could do that in the internet world you can also do. So similarly, like you would go to a bank, you would go to a website. So let's pretend that this is a browser window, which we talked about before in the previous video. And you have your search bar at the top. So you would type www.bankname.com, BANKNAME.com, and then you would go to your bank and they would provide sort of an option for you to log in. We'll talk about all that stuff later on, but they'll provide an option for you to log in securely, basically give your photo ID at the bank. Just like how you would give a photo ID to the bank, you would put your login information, your secure information here, so that then you could do pay your credit card bill, for instance, online, right? So this is one example of a physical thing that you would normally do at the bank that you could now go to a website and then do that online. Or in the case of a mall, a shopping mall, you could go to a website, again, www.website name. So let's say petershop.com or peopleshoes.com. And then you could purchase an item. So the biggest website out there that basically deals with shopping right now online is Amazon. Very, very popular in the internet space. So you could go on Amazon.com and do a search for shoes or clothing or pretty much any single thing these days, and you'll be able to find it on there. So that's another thing that you could do, just shop for an item online. Or like I said, you could go to the post office and visit the post office and buy something. Now you could just go to a website that basically handles email, electronic mail, EMAIL, which the E stands for electronic, so it's a digital version of a mail. And then you could check your email. So the same thing you would do, you'd log into the website, put in your username, put in your password, press the login button, and then you could basically check your email, right? Or pay your phone bill, right? Exact same way you would pay your credit card bill, you could pay your phone bill in the same way as well too. Or you could go to school, just like how you would go to school in the real world, you could go to online school and watch a bunch of videos. This is a training video that you're watching right now in the same way. So the most popular video platform that exists, or website that exists, is YouTube, right? Where you could go and you could basically search on YouTube. And by the way, all of these websites have, when you go to the website, each website has its own search box. So in addition to once you're on the website, you can now do a further search on the website for specific information on the site. We'll talk about that because there's some nuances here in terms of the different, every person has a different website and the website looks different, and therefore the search box is different, and there's some confusion there that I noticed that need some clarification. So we'll talk about that in detail. But just to, we're in the topic of searching on the internet. So once you do a search on Google, so Google, and then Google gives you a list of websites, right? Then you click on one of them. So let's say you click on the bank website, that will take you to thebank.com. And then from thebank.com, you'd be able to put in your information, and then you would log in, and then you'd be able to do probably an additional search, right? So there's some things there. Or in today's world, because you could do almost every single thing in the browser, you could create a document online, or you could read an article about something that you don't know about. You could just read an article on it. Or you could see your grandchildren's photo. And probably the biggest one that you could do this on is on Facebook, Facebook. Doesn't have to be Facebook. They could send you a link to a private photo portal that you could see some of these photos. The point remains is that you could do almost any single thing on the internet that you can do in the physical world, obviously with the limitations of things that you can do physically. But the point is that there's multiple things that you can do. So instead of having to leave your house and physically go somewhere, you would just go online, open up your computer, right? Which is awesome because you would be, at home. You don't have to leave the comfort of your house. Open up your computer. You'd open up a browser. You type in the search box in the browser or in Google or Bing, and then that would open up the browser. And then from there, you would just do any one of these items in addition to hundreds or even thousands of additional stuff that you can do on the internet. So those are just some quick examples of things that you can do on the internet. And in a later video, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into each one of these items. How do you pay your credit card bill online? How do you check your email? Actually, that's going to be one of the biggest ones that we're going to go through. How do you shop for items on Amazon? How do you shop for or watch a video on YouTube? How do you create a document online? How do you read an article? We're going to go through each one of these individually, and we're going to start diving into actual examples of exactly what to click on, exactly what to do, because now that you understand the concepts, it's easier for you to know what exactly that you're doing because those concepts are now clear in your head. All right. So I hope this video has been a little bit helpful just to give you some ideas on some of the things that you actually can do